It's your destiny to greatness with Dr. C and Brothers Keeper. Today, where we've been, where we're going, and Friday trivia. And now, here are Dr. C and Brothers Keeper.
Hi.
Hi.
This is our second Friday.
Yes.
Your destiny to greatness.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Can we shoot from the hip today? It's Friday.
Good. There's a lot that's going on
Yes.
on the inside.
We're just going to keep it real today.
Yes.
And first and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the Lord for allowing us to be here.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for being a keeper from all the darts, good or bad,
Yes.
that has come
Our way.
But I'm truly glad to be
Yeah.
here. And before we get started, why are you sitting like that?
We keeping it real. It's Friday. So I'm giving a shout out to my buddy in Detroit. And the only way I can do it is pretend I'm a bodybuilder or something. So you can read it. Now that you've done that and the preliminary is over, whew.
Because, I feel a little better. I didn't know if it was something I was supposed to do or, I'm feeling better now.
Yeah, he told me I always should be listening to course corrections. I was getting a little course correction and somebody told me I had to sit a certain way. So now that's over. Let's go.
Yes. Well, this week has been very, very good.
Yes.
Very good. Our guests that we've had on the show have shared. They've allowed the Lord to use them. We've been able to share with our guests as well. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, most definitely.
But before we go any further, I just want to apologize to Reverend Dr. Lewis N. Watson for spelling your first name wrong. Well, Brothers Keeper, you said I didn't spell the name wrong.
You used the wrong name.
used the wrong name. First name is Lewis and I put Louis, and I'm so sorry for that. Please forgive me.
And we know everything's okay because ultimately the event is going to go on. The event was put out there and everything is going to be well on Saturday.
Yes, please, everyone, go out to the block party. Block party right here in Salisbury, the community block party that First Baptist Church is putting on. I know it's going to be great and we're still excited about that.
Definitely. And thank you in advance.
Yes. So, next, that we know we're blessed, we want to continue to encourage our viewers to not just watch the show, but not to miss any. And
yes, I'm thinking if any of you out there who don't have any computer savvy, such as me being one of those who have to have young folk to teach me how to use my cell phone, if you look on our link, everything is there. Whatever you looked at the very first day, if you go back to that site, as the shows go on, it just adds to them and you are able to go in and choose which show you want to look at. So in case you think you're missing a show or someone didn't notify you, if you keep going back to the same address on YouTube, as we add them to YouTube, you'll be able to see them and you can pick and choose which one you want to see. If you want to look at another one again, it's there and it just keep adding on every time we do a new show.
yeah, and one thing that I shared with Mom and a couple of other people, if you put it in your Destiny to Greatness show, can be YouTube or even on a Google browser, it'll bring it up for you.
Yeah, that's the way, but mine's on the Google browser. When I push Google, it's at the bottom. It stays there all the time.
Awesome. So we're always there connected.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
I love it. And leave a comment. We like to hear what you have to say. Comment. Let us know. If you have a suggestion for a show, send that to us as well.
Just let us know what you're thinking.
Because we know he's always
Thank you.
thinking.
Iron sharpens iron.
Brother's Keeper, I'm thinking about what's coming up next week.
Mhm.
2 powerful days of shows.
Mhm.
On Monday, the power to love even the not so lovely.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. That word, love and not so lovely, our guest, Sister Alexis Coleman and Brother Jerome Hudson,
Mhm.
they're coming. And it's going to be a beautiful show. Make sure you tune in. And then on Wednesday, overcoming your obstacles.
And I know plenty of us, we can relate to that one. Those obstacles are there, though, to empower us. As we go across each obstacle, we're more empowered, more strengthened, we're wiser, and ultimately, we will reach where our destined place is to be, as long as we faint not and keep trusting God.
That's funny that you use our destined place to be. Now, the guests for that show, Overcoming Your Obstacles, Pastor and co-pastor Harmon from Virginia, Abbas House. But on that show, we have a special video that we're going to show. What is that video? Determined. And it speaks to what you're just talking about.
Yes.
Destined and where you're destined to be.
And if I could piggyback on that, many of us are already where we need to be, but because the enemy is there and keeping, as they say, our water's muddy, we're in the right place, but we just can't seem to see it yet. And if we could just maybe shun some people that don't mean us any good and connect more to some of those and build a better, let me say, breeding ground for some spirituality, I'm thinking we'll be able to see a little more clearly and see that our destined place isn't as far away as we really think it is.
But that's not always easy. We could tie the 2 shows together, Overcoming Obstacles and Loving the Not So Lovely, because sometimes when our hearts are tied to this thing, it makes it that much more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's a matter of the heart,
Yes.
that's a good topic too.
Yeah.
But when it's a matter of the heart, it makes it so much difficult. If people are talking about us or if we think we can't make it, that obstacle may keep us back from reaching our destiny.
But that's also true. In the end, if we lean and depend on God and allow Him to work in us, those things He has for us will begin to come out of us. But like you say, if like the matters of the heart, and we still stuck and we really don't want to move, He's not going to force us to move. But if we open up and allow Him in, then we'll be able to see where we need to go. And like I said before, our waters will come a little clearer. And even if it's an issue of the heart, it don't change overnight, but it's a process. But we'll start moving to a better place, a better direction.
Right. I totally agree, because you speak on God, and we have to trust Him.
Yes.
Because there are some times when we can't see our way through. We can't see our way out. But it's just almost like we're blinded by a situation. But if we just fully believe that no matter what it is, that God will bring us out, then He will. Even if we're hurting, even if, finances aren't what we would like them to be, but we say, Lord, I'll trust you no matter what, then obstacles will move on out the way. A lot of times He'll use those obstacles as, our blocks that we can be able to step on like a stairway.
Yeah, and it builds on our determination. Because until we're determined and say enough is enough, a lot of times we will just remain where we are. But once we're determined that we're going to make it, more than likely, we will make it. Because we'll put it out in the atmosphere. And when we put it in the atmosphere, as they say, when it comes through our ears and we speak into the atmosphere, it's something in mind. Our brain just things start to matriculate, and next thing you know, things begin to get better.
Right. Yeah. But we have to be able to be willing to put in that work. And,
Yes.
And
It's work.
we have to take a little something sometimes.
Yes.
Because Jesus took some things. Everything wasn't easy or pretty for
Endurance.
him. Exactly. So
Endurance.
if he's our example,
Yes.
then we have to know that we have to endure some things. I heard somebody say that, we have to take up our cross and bear something. That cross is not pretty.
No.
There's hurt and there's shame and there's some embarrassment sometimes. But if disappointment, definitely. But when we have these things, and if we're determined to go on and see what's on the other side of that, then many times we'll say, oh my gosh, I'm stronger and I'm all the better for it.
Yes, most definitely. It's amazing how when we're in the process, he's molding us and he's putting us back on the wheel and he's remaking us. Sometimes when the potter's got the stuff up on the wheel, he has to take it and start all over again.
Yes.
Take that water and mix it and keep playing with it and keep that kid's glove the way he's holding it. And sometimes God holds us and he holds us and you have to hold us firm sometimes too in order to get the shape that he's looking for. But in the end, the piece that's made is so beautiful.
Yes.
But can we
Yes.
stand to stay up on the wheel
Yes.
long enough to be remade so we'll be beautiful? That's
Exactly.
the question. Can we stand it?
And it gets hot sometimes because you talking about this pottery, and for it to be finished, they have to put it into
Oh, a kiln.
into
Ooh,
the kiln.
oh yes.
Into the
It's
kiln.
gonna get a little warm sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is, and it has to, because we have our minds set on the prize, and the ultimate prize is to be with Jesus.
Yes.
And in order for us to be with him, there are some things that we have to go through. We have to be tried.
Yeah.
And we have to be tried by the fire. And I don't know what kind of fire that you know, but I know that fire's hot.
Oh yes. Well, unless the fire comes and try us, just say if we was a piece of clay and they made us into something. And once we're made into something, it's going to be used.
Yes.
Whatever that piece of pottery is, more than likely, it's not just going to sit somewhere and look pretty. Somebody's going to have to use it.
Right.
And if they're using it, who would want to go get a flower pot and to go put your flower in just to come back a couple of days after you put the water in and everything's in the floor? So we have to be put in that kiln, heated up, so we'll be strengthened. So we'll be able to endure whatever is put in us,
Yes.
so we can hold on to it and be strengthened and be better for it.
Exactly. Exactly. And all these different things, day in and day out, we're better for it if we stand. If
Yes.
we can stand the
Endure.
test of time.
Yes. Faint not.
Yes.
If we faint not.
We're going to do what? We're going to read.
Yeah. Yes. And I want to read.
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I want to read. So I'm trying not to faint. I'm human, so I'm saying I'm trying, but I'm getting better every day. So if we all could look within ourselves and understand where we are, like we got our internal compass, then we can figure out where we're going to go. But many of us are walking around, we thinking we're in one place, and we're really in another. And until we see where we are, there's nothing no one can say or do. But once we figure it out, then we can move forward.
Well, we can start by participating in our Friday trivia. Not everyone is on the same spot on this continuum. Some of us are babies, some are in the middle, and others are a little bit more advanced. So by working on these questions that we're asking, we can all begin to work together. So today's question is what?
When John the Baptist was in the desert, what type of insect did he eat?
Not bad. Let's look for that. What type of insect did who eat?
John the Baptist.
Did John the Baptist eat when he was in the desert? So, email your answers, please, to your.destiny-to-greatness@gmail.com. Look for it. It's going to be right across your screen. Please include your name so that we'll be able to acknowledge you. Not just the first winner, but everyone who participates. So that is fair, and I do thank Christopher for giving me this suggestion. So that is fair for everyone. You will have until Friday,
11:59.
11:59 to get your answers in. We'll put it in a hat and then draw out the winner. But most importantly, let's get in. Let's get strengthened in this word together, and then we'll all be able to grow.
And that's 11:59 p.m.
Yes.
The last moment of Friday,
Yes.
you'll still be considered. As long as it's Friday. 12:01, that's Saturday.
That's Saturday. That's Saturday. And that's when we will post the correct answers on our Twitter page. Health, wealth, and beauty. Health, wealth, and beauty.
Hi, my name is Tamar Johnson, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. My health and beauty tip for today is attitude. Always have a positive attitude. Your attitude not only reflects who you are, but it reflects the people around you. It helps them not only to have a good and healthy lifestyle, but it also helps you. Always seek professional advice if you have any problems or you think things just aren't going your way. Just know that a beautiful smile will brighten up your day. Being healthy, positive attitude, and a nice smile goes a long way. That will help you and is very healthy. Thank you and have a good day.
It's just me thinking again. Have you ever thought about our gifts? Proverbs 18 said a man's gift would make room for him and put him in the presence of great men. So I looked up gift. It says an extraordinary ability. If you look at that word ability, if you have an ability, that means you have some potential to do something. Well, what good is the potential if you never act on it? So if we could think more about seeking God's assistance and figure out what our gift is and not so much be looking at anybody else and try to participate in their gifts, you'd be surprised how much better we'll be operating in our own gift and watching doors open because of the things that we're doing, that we're able to do. Our special ability is just me thinking again. We are destined for greatness.
All too often in this walk of life, we find ourselves getting discouraged. Discouraged because of things that people say to us, things that happen. But I want to encourage you today. Encourage you to hold your head up. Continue to go after your dreams, your desires. Why? Because there is something within you that needs to be birthed. There is something within you that the world needs to have a piece of. The world needs to hear. You can do it. You can make it. There's nothing else that anyone can say that at this point should hold you back. I encourage you to continue to walk in your destiny.
We are destined for greatness.